We're picking it up right where we left off with about to read a note. And I don't know why I really said that sing song, but I blame the game, making me nervous. So here we go. The Murkoff Corp. United States Office warrant for seizure case number. In the matter of the seizure of Mount Massive Psychiatric Center, Murkoff Psychiatric Systems, Mount Massive Wilderness Area, Country Road 112. Affidavits having been made before the Board of Directors by Murkoff Hardline Security, MHS. Excuse me. I hate yawning. Who has reason to believe catastrophic security failure of psychiatric center with imminent danger of environment contamination. We are satisfied that the affidavits and testimony establish sufficient evidence to require urgent action on the part of MHS and grounds for the issuance of this warrant. You are hereby required to grant MHS full access to all facilities and surrender complete authority to its agents. By acceptance of this document, you and any surviving relatives surrender all claims of litigation against the Murkoff Corp. Or its subsidiaries for actions of MHS or the circumstances which required their actions, regardless of responsibility. Okay. Stairs there. Not. Oh! Now, I know I've mentioned, and you can see on my channel, that I've played this game before. But I kind of put everything out of my mind because I was slightly traumatized by everything. I wasn't traumatized. But this is really a game. Was that door open? It's definitely a game that stuck with me, but I really witness. Oh, there's a note. And another hand. Oh, well, this time it's got a head in the toilet. So, no, it's not journal. Notes. The witness. I'm already beat all to hell, picking broken glass out of my scalp, couple cracked ribs, ow. Nearly killed by a deformed giant, looks like somebody tried to start his head with a cheese grater. That's probably that Walker guy. He throws me through a wall, knocks me unconscious. I wake up and some doughy old man with a face like an alcoholic kitty fiddler in a homemade priest outfit calls me his apostle. Not a job I asked for. I don't think anyone would ask for that. There are words scrawled in blood everywhere. I'm getting an ugly feeling in my gut that the priest is writing them, and for my benefit. Yeah. So there's security. The store needs a key card. Another note, or another document, that is. From Helen Granat to group murkoffcorp.lu. Subject, Project Wallrider on-site inspection. Dear Sirs, the full report pending. No immediate action is required on the part of the Murkoff Corp. The profit potential of Project Wallrider remains staggeringly high. The 4 fatalities contain enough ambiguous data to make any litigation, if evidence is correctly managed, impossible. Project Wallrider remains a dangerous initiative, and there will almost certainly be further casualties. As with the others, however, family and government interest in the patients is so low as to make any chance of legal actions vanishingly unlikely. Violence among patients is increasing as the morphogenic engine therapy gets closer to producing working models. But a combination of physical and chemical restraints has has proven sufficiently effective to assure continued control and profit. Respectfully, Helen Granat, Murkoff Legal Litigation Department. I wanted to say that in such a cheery tone because it sounded like a really horrible letter. Because things like that really are not cool. Anything creepy over there? So there's a guy in here. Hello?
Why should we have to pay for it? Why do we have to die? Walker will kill us just for being sick. We're some people. We didn't choose this.
Okay. Bye. I don't think anyone would choose this life. So yeah, I really don't remember much of this game. I do remember, just getting scared and stuff, so that's probably why the jump scares work on me. I'm not proud, but proud of that. Wait, why are you telling me to peek? There's a guy in a wheelchair. Stop breathing so heavily. Don't mind me. Coming through. Oh, hi. Ooh, man. Is that singing coming from the TV? Or is that just to freak people out? Key card for security. Hey, there's something there? Battery. Don't you move on me.
Get them out! Please! The guys are in there! Listen, please! You're there!
Jeez. Man. Is he just gonna keep, like, making sounds as long as there's blood or something around? I hate that. Oh, we got some cameras. So there's the outside. There's some hallways. Seems like they're just all showing vaguely the same area. Interesting. They lie. Oh no. Hide in the locker, don't try and fight. So that's Walker. They were keeping him sedated and restrained, but he got out somehow. Yep, door's open. MK Ultra, I'm guessing that's what it's called. Program, CIA document number, page 1 excerpt to file. Subject, hypnotic experimentation and research, February 10th, 1954. On Wednesday, 10th, February 1954, hypnotic experimentation and research work was continued in Building 13 of the Mount Massive Preserve in Colorado. It's like whenever I read, sorry, using the following subjects. Material abridged. 1. Post-hypnotic of the night before pointed finger you will sleep was enacted. Mrs. Jackson and Pierce immediately progressed to a deep hypnotic state with no further suggestion. Miss Pierce was then instructed, having previously expressed the fear of firearms in any fashion, that she would use every method at her disposal to awaken Miss Jackson, now in a deep hypnotic sleep. And failing this, she would pick up a nearby pistol and fire it at Miss Jackson. She was instructed that her rage would be so great that she would not hesitate to kill Jackson for failing to awaken. 2. Miss Pierce carried out these suggestions to the letter, including firing the unloaded pneumatic pistol gun at Jackson and then proceeding to fall into a deep sleep. After proper suggestions were made, both were awakened and expressed complete amnesia for the entire sequence. Miss Pierce was again handed the gun, which she refused, in an awakened state, to pick up or accept from the operator. She expressed absolute denial that the foregoing sequence had happened. That's That's scary. Okay. Broken men and dead television. A crowd of broken men watching a dead channel. They look like patients. They survived whatever happened here, but nobody's home. The big guy is stalking me. Found a patient file for a Chris Walker, ex-military police, several tours in Afghanistan. A lot of the blood in this place is on his hand. On his hands, but not all of it. But not all of it.
Who's there?
Okay. Alrighty. I had a feeling I wasn't alone. Especially... There was no pretty tat there. Shoot. I'm pressing left mouse button. shoot, why would you slam the door? He's right there. Up there. Oh. Okay. Whew. Gonna stop here. Gotta stop. And then, pick up in the next video. See you then.